back to the podcast. We've been gone for too long whenever it comes to these type of stuff, and now we're back again. This time with a different discussions. I'm not alone on this one. We have two other people who's here to join me on this discussion. Name yourselves.
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm Shinji. I would say the leader of Media Creative Studio, but honestly, this is all for us. Uh, but I'm the older brother, Shinji. You already know me. I play a lot of games for the channel, and we're planning on expanding and doing a lot more things. Yeah, that's it. Over to you, Licious.
Hello, I am the sister. I am the youngest. That's all I've got to say. Back
That's
to you.
good.
So
You could
that's
just call me. You could just call me the Western Meadows. Western Meadows means me, basically.
okay.
If you catch my drift, anyways.
Yeah, I would rather just call you Maestro. It's a cool
Yeah, I ain't calling you that, sorry.
What?
But
Well,
yeah, let's move on. Well, before we move on, actually, I wanted to speak a little bit. As Maestro said, we have been gone for too long. It's of course mainly because of many reasons. One, we used to stream, but internet connection has been extremely terrible, so we kind of had to cut back on that. And
and two, we have our own lives, so there are times
Yeah.
where we,
Life is just lifing
yeah,
at this
Yeah.
point. What
life
can you
is
do?
life is lifing. Pretty much, life is lifing. Yeah, there's also the fact that as you said, as Lisha said, life is lifing, so we can't really get into a schedule where all of us will be available all at the same time.
All at the same time. No.
Yeah, and yeah, that makes it a bit difficult to record.
Yeah. I remember at one point you wanted to do like set days. I said, my job doesn't do that,
I
you know?
I tried.
yeah,
We tried. At the very least, we tried, but it was difficult, especially when I come back from work. I'm super knackered, and I can't really think. So if I can't think, I can't really join the conversation. I can't add. I can't. What's the word for it? Add a good topic, or I can't add to the discussion because my brain is somewhere else.
true.
So yeah, we're gonna try doing this a little bit more regularly, but it's not going to be a set days. It's gonna be a little bit random. Sorry about that. It's gonna be a little bit random, but bear with us. We'll always try to bring you high quality discussions. Yeah, that's one of the thing I gotta say. The other one, if this is going on a tangent, actually, malicious, and I wanted to tell you about this. Traveling to Europe through the coach. So get this, yeah. In my mind, this is so. Just thinking about it, it's kind of silly. In my mind, yeah, because I was traveling to Europe, right, from London. In my mind, the coach will go on the ferry, and then he'll cross the English Channel, right? Obviously, that's what happened. We went on the ferry. We went on it was Dover, right? We went on Dover. We went through passport control, and we went into the ferry, and then cross. Now get this. In my mind, I thought we were going to be on top of on top of a big boat. We could see the sea. We could, the sky's the limit.
Wishful thinking, hey.
I was very disappointed. My expectation was really, really high, and I probably it shouldn't have been that high because I was utterly disappointed. Get this. We went on inside this train looking thing, yeah, and that's what crossed us over. So basically,
Train looking thing. Are you talking about a cargo?
it kind of, no, it looked like a
I
train.
know what you're talking about now.
Really?
Because, yeah, I've seen TikTok videos of people in their cars getting inside this train looking thing and just like chilling in their cars whilst they're inside the thing going all the way to
All
France.
the way to France. Yeah.
Wait, so
And
your coach went into that thing?
yeah, and there was other cars behind us.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I've seen videos.
It was crazy. And some people were getting out, getting off, just chilling, chilling over there. But it was just, I felt so. Trust me, if there's anybody that is claustrophobic, they will be scared. Shit, they will be scared terribly. I'm not kidding. They will be scared terribly. But yeah, the only thing you will realize that you're underwater is when it's kind of like moving left and right. It feels like it's waving left and right. That's the only thing. You can't see anything. It's really irritating. I was so disappointed. And it's the same when I took the oh, I died. It's the same when I took the Eurostar. I took the Eurostar thinking that, oh, okay, we're gonna go we're gonna go underground. You will be
It'll be
able to
like
see
an
the sea. It will
aquarium.
be like an aquarium. We'll be able to see the sea and all the fishes. Nah, it's a dark tunnel.
But I promise you, you're not the only person that thought that.
But
Everybody on the internet thought that exact same thing.
yeah, but that's false advertising. At the very least, they shouldn't let people's imagination run so rampant. They should have at least, specified something.
I'm
But
kind of not surprised. I'm kind of surprised it was kind of gonna be like this. If it was gonna be on a ferry at some point, but yeah, no, but not people get to see the surface while you're traveling an hour to the other island.
yeah, but you
You've
did
To
though.
never
make
been on
sense.
a ferry, have you?
Yeah, he
I
hasn't
have
been on a
not.
ferry, but he went when you went to Scotland. You went by train, right?
Huh? I went to Scotland by train. Yeah.
And you could see the sea, right?
Oh, the East Coast is amazing, I tell you.
So why couldn't
When I looked right, and I was like, oh my gosh, this beach, the earth and terrain, I seen it all, literally.
see why couldn't I get to see that? I didn't see no coast. I didn't see anything. When we came out on Cali side, yeah, the coach was turning around to go to a different direction, and I tried to look behind so I can see if we were on a ferry, like a whole boat, and it just looked like a train-looking thing. I was utterly disappointed, utterly disappointed, and I'm thinking to myself, my God, I'm gonna have to be doing this every week. This is boring. This is
What do you
boring.
mean it's boring?
It's boring, Licious. The only fun part was when we were traveling from London all the way to to Dover. But get this, the French, they are unforgivable. They do not mess around. Imagine we went through two passport control. The and they were both on the French, on the English side, so they were both on Dover, right? So we went to the first one was the British one, so we had to come out of the coach and go inside the passport control and show our passport and whatnot. Okay, cool, done. We move on. Drive for a little bit, and then we had to come out again and do it on the French side. Okay, fine. I mean, it's a bit annoying and it's freezing outside, but of course, security is important. Get this, one lady didn't have her purpose right. One lady, not only did they refuse her entry, yeah, they made us take her, the coach, yeah, take her all the way to the nearest train station, come all the way back, go through the security, go through passport control again from the English side and again on the French side before they would even let us on the ferry. I'd imagine it was minus, I don't know, it was minus something because people were freezing.
Yeah,
How do you think I got this cold?
that's crazy.
No, it makes sense.
But they was
Kind of,
probably
kind of.
thinking like, oh, what if there are other people that don't have their papers right? Like we gotta like get down to business.
Understandable, but if that's the case, then the British, yeah, they should have been able to provide a service that would allow the lady to go all the way to the train station. We dropped her in a train station that was in the middle of nowhere, because remember, this is Dover. In the
Mm-hmm.
middle of
Yeah.
nowhere, 2 a.m. at night, she's all alone. Imagine an old lady all alone in Dover, in the
Oh,
middle of
that's not.
no
Oh,
Nah, they're
train,
messed up for that.
no foreseeable train coming anywhere. What if something happened to her?
Yeah, they're messed up for that.
That is messed up. And people were complaining, how could you do that? How could you just drop her like that? All they could muster is, oh, we're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry. And I can understand it's not really the coach's fault, but
Yeah.
mainly our side should have done something about that. Oh crap, I died. So yeah, I was honestly, I was really sad, because I really, felt sorry for the lady, and a little bit scared, because like I said, it, she's all alone.
Hmm. Nah, I hope she go home soon.
Me too, me too. Anyway, enough of that side note. Sorry about the cough.
Damn, you're going through it.
Yeah, trust me. First it was
I
my
just
nose.
finally got over mine.
How'd you get your cold?
I don't know. I don't know. This
You
is
were even
this
more
this.
layered than me, you know that. You were way more layered than me.
I don't know. I need to start wearing scarves. That's probably why.
Yeah, my show has the right idea. He's always wearing scarves, even when it's hot.
Yeah. Oh.
that isn't true. That isn't true.
Yeah.
There are times where I don't even need to wear scarves during the summer. But when it's like a windy day with a cold of, yeah, of course I'm gonna need to wear a scarf.
Yeah, I should probably start wearing scarves as well, because
Mm.
I don't think this is enough. And I am wearing
It's
a
not.
here. I'm wearing my, of course, my normal t-shirt, and then on top of that, a hoodie, jumper hoodie, but it's not exactly heavy, and then a heavy coat.
Define heavy coat.
I mean, it's a coat. What do you want me to say?
Because I've
It's a
seen the
coat.
coats you wear and they don't look like they keep you warm. I'm gonna be honest, Tony.
Yeah.
Nah, the coat I got from Princess Trust, when they were handing out, what was it, Next clothes.
No,
He
why
wore
did I
the,
go back in there? Crap.
he
Sorry.
wore that one comfortably.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. But the thing is, I don't want to invest in that coat that makes me look like men like.
Oh, Tony, why do you keep saying that?
It's true.
Why do you keep saying that?
It's true.
well,
Oh
what does
my
that
god.
what does that mean? Huh?
I have to. Can I just quickly
I
level?
promise you, if you was to wear a coat like that, no one's gonna think that of you. Unless you was wearing like a Bali or something and black Air Force Ones. Maybe I'd understand where you're coming from.
Because that's the first thing that comes into my mind. Like, because when I bought it for Naomi, yeah, and she wore it, I was looking at her like, oh my
It doesn't
god.
look like that. You're
Baby Licious, she
exaggerating.
wore it, and she was actually, because that's when Wendy was still, I believe, not even 1 year old. She wore it, and then she had Wendy underneath there, and both of them could fit and stay warm. You're telling me that's
That's why
not the
you
same
need
thing?
one. That's why you need to invest in one. You're just proving my point.
I'm proving your point, but I'm also proving my point. It makes me look like man like Mobile. Is it man like what? Man like what?
The show, man,
Yeah.
like Morbine.
Mobine, yeah, exactly. Man like Mobile.
It's not even the same kind of coat.
Oh
Tony.
come on, it's the same.
It's
thing.
not. It's not. I've had a similar coat that he's had. It's not the same as Naomi.
Yeah, I know. I remember when I bought it for you. That was hilarious. I kept asking you, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, and I wore that every single day, and no one questioned me why, because everyone had the same coat. Everyone had the same coat
Yeah, you guys.
in
were,
different colors.
You guys were going through a phase. That's what it was.
It's not a phase.
It was a phase. What the same like with the moped, and that scooter thingamajiggy. Yeah,
Electric scooter.
Do you remember the two things that people, the two-legged thing that people used to put on, have?
Oh, the Segway.
Yeah, Segway. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. It
Oh,
was a
I
phase.
I remember when my this was when the Segways were so popular. My next door neighbor bought one.
Mm.
All the kids on the street was asking to try. Like, can I try? Can I go on it, please? Can I go on it?
It's so,
Because it was that popular,
but
and he was
that,
the only one on our street that even had one.
but I want to understand why was it popular, because I don't get it. It's the same thing as how video go viral. You look at a video, you're like, this is the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life, but somehow it's going viral. Why?
I have no idea. Yeah, it was the Nike jacket with the mini Just Do It bag. Everyone at school had mini Just Do It bags, but I didn't want to be basic, so I didn't get mine in black. I got mine in like bright like turquoise. I wanted to be different, so
Yeah. Okay, we went on a tangent there. Yeah, let's go back to what we were going to. What what the hangout is gonna be about today. Maestro, you take it away.
Studio. Anime studios, to be more precise.
Anime studios. What are we talking about in terms of anime studios? What are we discussing here?
Let's see. I won't say that. I won't say that for all anime studios, because I know some anime studios tend to be, are consistent nowadays, and you know what? That's good, because they're making changes and they're using better quality, and working on one anime at a time. I get that, but
I've got
I'm gonna
to.
get I'm gonna get into that. Who's working on the one anime title at a time later on. But I want to go back to how very consistent and stylist how much style the anime studio had back in the night.
Stylish.
How stylish the anime studios had in around the 1900s, like Yu Yu
Whoa, the
Hakusho.
1900s,
mean 19? You mean 90s,
Just say,
80s slash
just say
90s.
late 90s.
Late 90s.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah, late 90s.
around the late 90s. Let's see. I can think of a few like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, Fist of the North Star. Uh, I like to think. What else? What's that anime called?
Bro, I can name,
Evangelion.
I,
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Evangelion. Yeah.
I can think of a lot more because I watched a lot of anime back in the 90s. A lot of animes. We're talking about
Okay.
We're talking about Patlabo, we're talking about Outlaw Stars, Big O, we're talking about Street Fighter V2, we're talking 2V, sorry, we're talking about um, Gundam Wing, we're talking about damn chicken, we're talking about sorry, this bloody chicken just sound me. Yeah, Gundam Wing, X, I've watched Samurai Deeper Kyo. No, wait, Samurai Deeper Kyo. Yeah, Samurai Deeper Kyo. What am I? We're talking about what other animes I watched back in the days?
No.
Yeah,
This is a good example. You
Ranma
can.
one half.
Yeah.
You remember Ranma,
This is a
right?
good. Yeah. This is a good example. We could stop there.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, yeah. So animation wise, they were consistently good. Hand drawn and whatnot. I think they were using hand drawn and whatnot.
Of course.
That's what makes it look so majestic, though.
Majestic.
I've always said this. There's something about late 90s anime where it's just so smooth and majestic. I don't know how to explain it.
Look
Yu Yu
at
Hakusho is one of them, because when I watch that anime, I think it looks so majestic, like, and whatnot. Like it's
It's
so
very
fun to
nice.
watch.
Let me
Yeah,
listen to this. Yeah, they made a remake of oh my god,
Ranma, right?
Ranma. Compare it with, look at any YouTube videos that's comparing the 19,
I've s- I've seen it. I've
yeah,
seen it, and
it's
obviously I'm gonna pick the 90s.
of course.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just because of censoring. It looks, it just, the I don't know, the charm about it is no longer there.
Hmm.
The charm about it is
Yeah.
no
I
longer
think
there.
that's one of the reasons why I can't watch Super.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, Super wasn't a reboot. It was more of a
It's not a
story.
reboot, but it's still Dragon Ball.
yeah.
You
True,
know,
true.
part of the whole franchise.
Okay.
But if you watch the Broly movie, that definitely is a reminiscent of the Buu saga. The art style, the
Mm.
color palette. You don't think so?
Don't get me wrong, it's 10 out of 10 animation. It's just not 90s majestic. It's like modern day good, like
Yeah.
Toei animation.
Actually, I agree with
Yeah,
Chris
you
because
know.
I did watch Broly was it last few months ago, and don't get me wrong, animation wise perfect, but you know it's still modern. Heck, because
There are
in
some
one of the
parts. There are
skits,
some parts that use 2D models. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen that,
no,
and that
3D models, you
3D
mean?
models. Sorry,
Yes, I
and
have seen that.
that was disappointing. But
Yeah.
I still would say that it still kept true to the 90s feel, especially when it came
Mm,
to certain combat scenes.
Mm,
yeah.
right.
And I'm a
In
huge
term,
fan of the Boo saga, a huge fan. So when I saw that art style from the trailer, I was already hooked. I was, because my expectation was really low, coming from watching the Super series, and of course the other movies as well. That was a disappointment. Resurrection of Frieza and all that. The Broly movie was perfect. It was needed.
Mm,
yeah. Okay. Back to the Ranma topic.
Yeah.
Um, you'd be surprised, or probably already told you that the remake Ranma was by Studio Mappa. This is what I've guessed.
What?
I'm not joking when I say this. Studio Mappa did, anime
Why does it look so
the new
bad
Ranma.
though?
Mostly a hit, but sometimes can be a miss in certain areas.
But what? Why does it look so bad? That's what I want to know. Why does it look so bad?
Probably because they're working on way too many projects, and probably something went wrong in the production values. Who knows,
They gotta
really?
stop doing that. They really gotta stop doing that. They're taking on way too many
Cause
projects all at once. They gotta stop that.
and they
They're gonna
do and they
overwork
do and they
the
do
staff.
yeah, and they do
they
original
already do that.
and listen, they already do original animes as well. Um,
Oh really? I had no
Butchigiri,
idea.
yeah, yeah, they do original animes as well. Most of original. I can recall what anime Studio Mappa animated actually. Ippo Rising. That was them,
Really?
really. And this there was also an anime that was kind of that I don't really watch, but I have know of. The name is kind of dumb, but have you heard of Banana Fish?
That sounds. Yeah, I've heard of it. Apparently, it's a little bit disturbing. It's
Very,
yeah, it's a little
yeah.
bit. It's more of a uh, boys love kind of anime.
I was about to say it. Yeah,
Shonjo, I think. Is it shonjo, right? Babylicious?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is the name?
I don't know. Okay,
Um,
maybe new.
mm, what else did they animate? Oh, they did a remake of 19 anime, or was it cartoon? Dororo.
Oh,
Not familiar to you? Okay,
the blue,
yeah.
the blue creature. No, that's
What?
Doraemon. My bad. That's Doraemon.
No, just Dora.
No, I don't think I've heard of
What
it.
other? Yeah, what other? Yeah, they did original anime works like Yasuke, right? That was
Yasuke.
also Studio Mappa.
Yeah, I know.
Mappa.
The animation was good. The story was terrible, but it was an original story, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was an original story.
Yasuke. I don't know why people call it Yasuke. It's Yasuke.
Yasuke. Okay, just Yasuke then. Um, they also did
This game is
uh
such a Crash Bandicoot copy.
what's the I forgot now.
In any case, I had no idea.
God of High School. Yes, they animated God of High School,
No
and
way.
it was
That was
too paced. It was too fast. Like literally, not a single. I didn't know what was going on in
to
that
be
anime, so
fair.
I stopped halfway.
To be fair,
Literally,
yeah. In their defense, they were trying to cram like pages, and I mean pages of story into one season. That's why it
they
came out
didn't
wrong.
do that.
They
They
did
did.
though.
They didn't do that.
They did. They did. They were cramming.
But yeah, but most of the stuff we watched from there, we didn't understand, like at all.
But
Why
that's
did
what I'm
this
saying.
happen? Why did that
They
happen?
were cramming
Where
too
did
many
where did
stories.
he come from?
Listen, maestro, they were cramming too many stories all at once. That's why it didn't make sense. Because if you read the web comic, it's much more detailed in the explanation.
Why not do that? I mean, Tower of God is doing a good job of adding every single detail into it.
Yes, I know, but the thing is, this is
But
how it is.
you need to remember some studios they have certain quotas that they have to meet. Not everyone is given the amount of proper time they need to do everything that needs to be done,
Let
which
me,
is hence why.
yeah, let me get to that. The reason, for example, yeah, I've told you about how anime studios get licensed to animate certain animes, right? There's a bidding between anime studios, and whoever place the highest bid get to of course they pay, and they get to animate a manga into an anime adaptation, right? They're
Hmm.
probably the talk, or the discussion is usually about maybe one season, or if they buy the rights to animate it for 2 seasons or 3 seasons. So if they bought the right to animate it only for one season, they will have no choice but to cram as much as possible in that one season, so that they can make money from it, so that they can get profit from it.
Ah,
You see what I mean?
that's
That
that's what that makes sense now.
Yes, that's why some animes, like the first season, the animation is good. The second season, you're like, what is this? It's a completely different studio. Now, mind you, I don't know if they have if the second studio have the rights to make it from scratch, like completely make like let's say Mappa took care of season one of Attack on Titan, but uh, Studio Gonjo wants to redo season one with their own animation. I don't know if they're allowed to do that, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But all I can say is the reason why the animations are always changing is because different studio got the rights to animate that season. So, oh crap, what was my point
That's
again?
that's what that's what's happening with Blue Exorcist actually, because every season changes. It's not just one season. But then again, some animes don't really do that.
The
I
the
only know a few, and because Tower of God season two, that's a different animation studio from season one
Oh,
actually.
you can tell
Yeah.
100%. And it's not just Tower of God. Um, what do you call it? Blue Lock.
I was gonna say Blue Lock too. They messed it up. They messed
No,
it
no, no,
up.
no, 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 no. It was the same. It was the same studio. Same studio.
That's not
That's
possible,
even
Maestro.
worse.
That's not
Yes,
possible.
it's
How?
this. Because
That's even
no,
worse.
because no, if I don't know what happened when I was watching season two, because it didn't look great like for the past few episodes.
I haven't
But I'm
even
not
watched
joking.
it.
I'm not joking when I say this.
Mm.
This is the same studio, Studio 8-bit, same studio.
How can they
You know
mess
what
it
people are
up so
calling it
bad?
now?
If I had to
They're
guess,
calling
it's
it
probably
a slideshow, aren't they? They're calling
No,
it.
they're calling it PNG lock.
PNG lock. PNG lock. I wanted to tell you that they're calling it PNG lock. But I think the reason why it's kind of like this because remember when I told you they worked on episode Nagi,
The movie.
the movie? Yeah,
So straight after the movie, they went back into the animation, back into CG.
animation.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is.
because when season one of Blue Lock finished,
Mm.
they announced that episode Nagi and season two is in the works, and you can have an idea of what really went down.
I
You
really
know,
wish
just
companies will understand that quality over quantity.
Is the
Quality
best.
is the
and you know what's
best.
and you know what's weird? That same studio does Slime, and
I
Slime
have not
has
seen
good.
every
Slime
episode
has
of Slime has
yeah,
been
and
amazing.
Slime has high quality animation, and I'm not joking when I say this. Their animation is top
No, I
notch.
know. I've seen. I can believe. I've seen slime animation, and even though I don't watch it all the time, or I skip some episodes, but what I've seen has. I have not seen an episode that's dropped in quality.
Yes, and it's so strange. Like why Blue Lock is like because I'll tell you this right now. Blue Lock as a manga is very famous, and
Really?
that's because literally, yeah.
Okay. I had no idea it was that well known.
Very
You,
well
you should
known.
have seen. You should
It's
have
it's
seen
so
how
it's it's
impactful it
so
was
well,
in
yeah.
2022.
It's so well known that
I didn't really care too much about it. I was a late bloomer, so I only started getting to it after the hype had died
So
down.
totally, trust me, 2022, especially during the World Cup, everyone was talking about Blue Lock. Everyone was saying because obviously Japan in the World Cup they was winning matches. Everyone TikTok going crazy. Oh, the Blue Lock is real. The Blue Lock is real because Japan kept winning matches. It was so crazy. It was such a good time, 2022,
this,
winter
which is odd
2022.
because there's not much known for Aoshi as well, and that's an ongoing manga series as well.
I know, and now she has a really good story.
Yeah,
Odd.
it does.
I guess people like
It's
things
probably
before. No,
because Blue Lock is unique in its own way because
yes,
it's mostly all about strikers, and
yeah,
that's it.
yeah, and
Just
people love
strikers.
strikers, and it's not even just
Yeah.
that. It's the fact that Blue Lock has a certain style to it that's it's
Mm.
quite difficult to copy, and it's kind of like watching it reminds me of Kuroko's basketball. It has a very unique style that takes anime into a whole different level where everything is just overemphasized, overhyped. You know what I mean?
I want to count how many times have people got into volleyball because of Haikyuu. I'm not
Not
joking
me,
when I
that's for
say
sure.
this.
Mm.
Literally.
No,
Or
I'm
it's,
not gonna lie though.
if it's
Haikyuu,
basketball, probably slam dunk. Who knows?
I tried. I tried to watch Slam Dunk. I couldn't do it. That's the only reason why I couldn't do it, and actually it's my own fault. I started Kuroko's basketball first, so obviously going to Slam Dunk is like you kind of feel like yeah, you know what? It's kind of like going from Aoshi to Blue Lock. You know, it's like
That's what literally happened to
yeah,
us. Because we watch Aoshi and then we watch Blue Lock.
yeah. But
Mm.
but that's what I'm saying. If you started on Blue Lock, you would not be able to watch Aoshi. But if you started on Aoshi, you would love Blue Lock. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at.
Yeah. Right. Where was I? All right. Because you guys kind of interrupt what I was saying.
Sorry,
Because
there's a
Blue
lot to
Lock,
say.
Blue Lock was famous. It was so famous that you would see people putting out leaks and raw chapters before it's an initial release. You can't make that stuff up. People do that, you know.
Yeah, of course they do that with One Piece all the time.
Yeah, One Piece, My Hero Academia, Oshinoko, but that manga's over, and I don't really watch it. And
Read it, you
uh,
mean?
uh, huh?
Read it, yeah.
Read what?
Oh, you said I don't really watch that manga. I'm just correcting you. That's all.
Oh, I'll read that manga. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Damn it!
what other leaks did they do? Jujutsu Kaisen, but that manga's over as well. So,
Don't
but
you
they still
dare!
put leaks there.
Don't you dare! That is one thing I cannot be spoiled. So watch your mouth.
All right.
Oh my
I'm just.
god! I keep dying.
What other leaks? That's all I know. That's
Delicious.
all I know.
Sorry,
Hmm?
off topic. You've got up with Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
I stopped watching that episode 13.
You you don't like that anime?
No,
Can I ask why?
I just found it boring. I couldn't get into it.
Fair point. To be fair, I already know your preference when it comes to anime anyway. It has to have like um conspiracy.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, you know me so well.
yeah.
Skip to season 2, and then maybe you might change your mind.
No, the conspiracy in it's not it's not oh my god, I'm losing so much life. It's
I'm
not
talking
it's not on
government
par. Yeah,
conspiracy.
government conspiracy in anime. I know that because every anime I've recommended her with that type of settings, and she loved it. And that's why she likes oh shoot, I wasted too much time.
Likes Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist, what do you call it? One Piece, of course.
Bungo Stray Dogs has conspiracy. So
Yeah,
if you
Bungo
want to
Stray
talk
Dogs
about
does.
that,
Oh my god, I'm not reaching there. What do you want me to
But
do?
yo, the government conspiracy in Full Metal Alchemist, it was
It's-
too good. It's the
too
fact
good.
that they set it up for all the way back from episode 1, and we had no idea what we was in for.
Exactly.
When Isaac
okay,
the
even
Freezer
I'll
was
admit
talking
that
about,
is.
you guys have no idea who King Bradley is.
Yes.
He's a monster.
Yes, he's
And
a
then we're
monster.
thinking for episode 1, what's this guy talking about?
We're
When
just
we have
thinking,
no
yeah,
idea.
we're just
He
thinking
was
like
right the entire time.
Exactly. And it's so crazy because oh man, you know what? I cannot even begin to imagine how people were watching it every week. Oh
Yeah, that would have
my
been
That would
crazy.
have been crazy torture. Because I watched it when it was already finished. I remember
Yeah.
Francesca, she watched the whole thing in 1 week. And she started
Damn.
crying. I know, she started crying when it finished. She was like, I don't want it to finish. I told her, what do you want me to do?
All
And the
right.
thing is, that's a rarity in anime is when every character, even the bad ones, are likable.
Are likable, yeah, and redeemable. And it's not
Yeah.
forced as well. Not
And it's not
like
Wait,
false.
Naruto.
did you say every character is likable? Is that what you
Yeah.
said? That's the same for Bungo Stray Dogs. Every character is likable,
That's true.
literally.
That's true. Every character is likable.
Like you can't find a character you dislike in Bungo Stray Dogs.
I mean, the guy that's constantly trying to kill himself, he does annoy me, but he is still likable though.
He is likable and he's funny as well sometimes. But when the situation,
how am I going to jump
but when
over
the
this?
but when the situation calls for it, Dazai really takes things really seriously, literally.
All right, let's get back.
Okay, I wanna name all the studios I've known so far that is ongoing. So if I'm missing something, wait. Okay,
There is
The
a studio.
studi-
There is a studio that did Afro Samurai. What was that studio called again? Gonzo, right? I think
I
it was
do not.
Gonzo.
I'm not too sure.
I don't know what to do, Licious. I don't understand why I keep dying over there. I don't have enough space to jump onto the other platform. Let me show you. I don't have enough space to jump onto the other platform. So every single time when I jump a bit earlier. Wait, give me a second. Let me show you. Because it's really starting to annoy me now. Okay, let me get there. Okay, look at this, yeah? If I jump on top of this thing, I'm gonna get electrocuted. So I have to jump from here all the way to where? To that.
You might have to do a run up.
It's not gonna work. It's too far. Oh my god. And
I told you.
Yeah, but I still ended up getting hit though.
run up always works.
This is what I'm saying. PS1, Maestro, I've been saying this for so long. PS1 games are not made for children.
Okay, can I speak now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. No, what was I saying before? There's there are some studios I know so far, so I'm just gonna name them right off the bat. Number one, we've said Studio Mapper, so there's that.
Yeah.
Number two, Studio Bones. Number three, uh,
No.
Studio Period. How do I pronounce it again? P
You gotta say the
P
name of the
P
studio. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Pierrot. How does that spell?
I just call him Parrot.
Uh, okay. Uh,
You gotta name the studio and then name one anime that they're well known for. Otherwise, we're not gonna know.
all right, fine. Studio Mapper, you guys can tell, but I'll just name them anyway. Studio Mapper, Jujutsu Kaisen,
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man,
Yeah.
Hell's Paradise,
Yeah.
um, Ranma remake or whatever, God of High School. Uh, that's about it, really. I know there's more to it because Attack on Titan,
Okay.
season 4,
Season
literally.
4 Attack on Titan.
Mm, I think that's about it, really, as far as I know. Um, two,
Mhm.
S- Studio Bones,
Mhm.
My Hero Academia,
Mhm. Hunter x
Full Metal
Hunter.
Alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. No, that's Studio Madhouse. So,
Okay.
um, okay, Studio Bones, My Hero Academia,
Mhm.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood,
Mhm.
Bungo Stray Dogs,
Mhm.
Blood Blockade. I think I forgot what Blood Blockade, I believe, and Noragami
Oh, I haven't seen that in time.
so far. Studio Period.
Oh man, how do you
What?
miss that?
Studio
Stupid controls.
Studio Period. Okay, we're getting there. Um,
Not
Naruto,
like
Naruto,
Naruto, like Bleach and stuff.
Naruto Shippuden, Boruto, Naruto's Next Generation, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Black Clover, the 1999 Hunter x Hunter. Um,
You cannot tell me I can get this delicious. Look, even as a
and
runner-up, I
that's
cannot even reach that. This is
you
stupid.
got you guys heard what I said, right?
Yeah, don't.
Yes, we're listening.
Okay. So far, that's all I know. Um, Studio TMS Entertainment. Let's see if I can name them. Uh, Kinichi, History
Disciple.
Strongest Disciple.
Oh, that was such a good anime.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. TMS Entertainment is Kinichi's History's Disciple, Doctor Stone.
Mhm.
Um, I know there's something else as well. Sonic X.
Really?
Really. And what other animes are? Oh, Sakamoto Days, the upcoming anime that's releasing on Netflix.
It's already
So
out.
far, that's
Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto
Yeah.
Days,
Oh,
of
Sakamoto
Desu,
Days.
Days,
Okay, okay, my
Days.
bad. I thought Desu. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So far, that's all I know. Literally, there are other studios look like Madhouse because they worked on Hunter x Hunter, the
Mhm.
2011 version,
Mhm.
Free Run, which I need to get back to watching,
Oh, how to jump on
and
his head. Okay.
and Overlord.
Oh yeah, there's another good anime.
Studio Madhouse did Overlord. You didn't know that, did you?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, but yeah. Uh, what other anime studios can I pick out from what I know? C2C, Studio C2C, Shangri-La Frontier.
Hmm.
Anyway, how was the animation? You've watched that. What did you think of it?
I haven't watched the second season, but I loved the first one.
Right. I think C2C it might be my favorite um animation studio so far because they don't overwork themselves like at all. Because so far they only worked on like 20 titles, while others just work like over 50 and whatnot. Mm, mm. All right,
How many
next
titles
up,
at a time? That's the real question.
just one at a time.
That's good.
Literally one at a time. Okay, next up is Unfaughtable, if I recall. Demon Slayer and the Fate series.
The, the face series you can skip on with that. But I love Demon
You
Slayer.
can the Fate series. The one Fate series I can recommend you is Unlimited Blade Works.
I know, I
That
know.
one, that one's that
Everybody
one
keeps
works.
saying that. I know.
Yeah.
I love Gilgamesh, so obviously I would watch that.
You watch Gilgamesh?
I love Gilgamesh.
Hmm.
I like that kind of characters, the arrogance kind of characters, kind of like
Ah,
Vegeta.
all right. And
And that's why I
next,
love Greed. You remember Greed, Babylicious?
Greed.
From Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah,
Yeah, I loved him.
that kind of characters. They always have a special place in my heart.
I liked him especially more when he was in Link's body.
You mean the reincarnated one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lingreed.
yeah.
Hmm. A1. Okay, so there's another studio called A1 Pictures. 'Cause they animated Mashal.
A1 Pictures.
Yeah, A1 Pictures. Yeah,
Mhm,
they animated Mashal,
mhm,
Solo Leveling,
mhm.
all of the Sword Art Online animes. Um, they did a couple of
Wait,
episodes of Fairy Tail.
what's going on? Why isn't? Wait. Oh, okay. There's one more. Sorry. I got
Yeah,
distracted there.
yeah. They made a couple of hundred episodes of Fairy Tales, although I don't know how much they did. The first two seasons of Seven Deadly Sins. That's it, really. Like, as for A1 Pictures, that's all I know for now. But there's one thing that I don't that I there's one studio I just didn't really like whenever it comes to like um overworking themselves, and Studio Mappa was one of them. They got good animation, I'll give them that. But again, overwork.
Mm,
Mm,
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So we should wrap this up because we're reaching about 1 hour soon
mm.
of the stream. So, what are your thoughts when it comes to studios releasing seasonal animes? What are your thoughts?
Okay, I think right now, because they're taking a different direction, because Studio Period has changed their name to Period Films, you know, because they wanted to make like quality better quality animes like Bleach and whatnot.
Right.
And get this, the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc is being supervised by Kubo himself. I'm not joking
Oh,
when I say this.
no way!
Kubo has an involvement with the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime. I'm
Thank
not
God.
joking. Yeah,
Now I definitely have to
and
watch it.
yeah,
Yeah, you haven't watched it?
I haven't watched it because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't particularly like the way the manga ended. So I just thought, yeah, what's the point? But
and and you
I'm
know
also
what?
waiting for the dub to come out as well.
And it also got me thinking as well. If Kubo is supervising um the Thousand Year Blood War arc, potentially we can get the continuation of the Hell arc.
Is that what he's doing? Is he waiting
That
for? Is he
that's
waiting?
just that's the theory. That's the theory I'm going off of right now.
I
But
hope
Theory
so.
of what?
possible,
You didn't know
possibly
Bleach is not. He did a Kubo did
one shot.
a one-shot manga with Bleach. It takes place after the Thousand Year Blood War, and they introduced the most crazy concept in Bleach lore, and that's the
Oh
hell.
yeah, I know that.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah. So ever since then, we haven't heard anything to do with that. If he's not going to continue it, if it's going to be a full manga, I mean, why would he introduce that if he's not going to continue it? Right? I know there is a lot of fans waiting to read that manga. Heck, I would buy volumes of it, but he's been silent about it, which means they're hiding something. Shonen Jump
Yeah.
and him are hiding something. So I'm thinking that maybe they're waiting for 1,000 years Blood War to finish, and then they're gonna start. They're gonna put him back on the weekly shonen. You think it's gonna be weekly, right? What, Maestro?
Well, probably either weekly or monthly at this point.
What would you
But
rather have in terms of Bleach? I don't mind having monthly, honestly, as long as you get more
I
chapters
don't
as
mind.
well.
I don't mind having monthly as well. Because sometimes having a monthly manga is consistent in its own way, and it got me thinking. People can learn from animes like that. Like having having an author supervise an anime. Like if the authors just let animes do what they want, and then
Yeah, man.
you know,
Heck,
to be honest, I don't know.
why won't the boss open? I've already done the
I don't.
level. It's weird.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much involvement Kuba has in terms of supervising. Actually, what does a supervisor do, for
Like,
instance?
make sure that they create like what they've created is like
It's following the guideline.
translates well,
Yes, yeah, you say it best.
Hmm?
translates well, and it's like okay, they want things to be a certain way. I think that's why because everything One Piece Oda's involved in everything, down from the movies to the live action, and that's what I like about him.
Yeah. He had involvement with the movie and whatnot because that's always the right call because Dragon Ball Evolution didn't really do. I won't talk about that.
Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Evolution. What the heck is Dragon Ball Evolution? Oh God, I just remembered. See, I kind of blocked that from my existence.
That you
and,
did.
and you just honestly, I completely blocked. Remember last time we spoke about it and I told you that I'm gonna pretend it never existed. That's what happened. I completely forgot it existed. You just made me
Yeah,
remember.
Dragon Ball Evolution never had a supervision. Well, I think it did at one point, but
No, it
something
did.
happened.
This is what happened. Akira Toriyama was brought on as an advisor for the movie, but for in terms of creative differences, they had to let him go. That was his word. I think it was his words or an official word. They said because of creative differences, which means that there were many ideas that they were introducing in that movie that he said that was not good for the movie or does not translate well to what the story of Dragon Ball is. So that's understandably that's why they would let him go because create their their vision of Dragon Ball, that movie is not the same as what Akira Toriyama wanted it to be. Hence
Yeah.
why the movie came out absolute trash.
Yeah. And yeah, because like you said, Grace, Oda had involvement with the movies. I think it was from Strong World to. I think he was from Strong World to.
Wait, don't get it twisted. Oda only had involvement in terms of costumes, not story, right?
Yeah, but a movie is a movie.
No, Story 2.
Story
Story
too.
2. Yeah.
Interesting. Oda's a busy guy. And how does he do it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen. Some sort of daughter figure of Shanks. Who else Who else could have thought of that? Come on.
Oh, God damn it.
I think it's because his work, like, I think he's one of those people, he likes things a certain way. And I think he's one of those people, he doesn't want to let someone else,
Mm,
do something because they might get it. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. It's kind of like a YouTuber paying someone else to edit their videos, even though they like to edit their videos a certain way, that kind of thing. they
Right.
want some sort of involvement in that.
Okay.
Yeah. And because I think had Oda had that involvement because he wanted to make One Piece unique in its own way, even though it had no way to no way no way no way had anything to do with the main story itself, but he still wanted to make it unique, as if it does correlate. Because what was his name again? Um, Shiki, right?
Yeah.
Gold,
Golden Lion.
Golden Lion Shiki. He's mentioned in the main series, and I'm not joking. Just main series.
Yeah, I
And
know.
he appears in the manga, and then he
You're gonna
appears in
spoil
the
it for
film.
Babylicious. Oh wait, no, she already knows
What?
about it. If
She already knows about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know about the Rocks Pirate, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, of course she's caught up with Egg Island, Egghead. So obviously she knows
No, I
about
have
it.
not.
No,
No, I
she
have
You
has
not.
have
not.
not caught up with Egghead.
No.
No,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
still
yeah.
in. She's still in Onigashima. You know,
Oh, which part?
like
Where where Luffy's about to face off with Big Mom and Kaido.
Are
That's
you
where I'm going to.
kidding? Not even Gear 5.
Nope.
No.
oh
Nope.
wait. You were still watching some episodes from time to time.
Like last year. Not even last year. Actually, yeah, early last year.
Oh, that's true. Mm. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. One Piece is Yeah, One Piece is still
Yeah.
actually Egghead is on hold, for now because Fishman Island arc
Wait,
is
wait, what? The anime, they didn't finish Egghead?
huh?
No.
What? I thought you knew. Like I said, Egghead is being on hold. That's why we have Fishman Island.
I thought Egghead was finished, and then
It's
instead of
not finished.
continuing,
It's not finished because after the Fishman Island, we'll go back to Egghead and we'll finish off where we left off. I think
interesting.
I think the last part of Egghead was
Wait, no, spoilers.
okay. I will stop. I'll stop.
Did it? Like I'm right here. But as I was saying,
You act like you care, but you're not even
but
serious whatsoever.
in my own time, please,
Alright.
please. But anyway, like I was saying, that's what I like about Oda. He doesn't leave things to other people just for a quick cash grab. Like even if it's a project that's not canon to the story, he still wants some
He
sort
still
of say.
wants, yeah, like what I said, yeah.
Like I feel like if Kijimoto had that sort of like strive,
He did.
Naruto-
He did.
You think?
Yeah, only on one movie, and that was it.
I'm not
Literally.
talking about the movie. I'm talking about the series in general, like Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
Well, he did not have that kind of. Well, makes sense. Like, are you talking about where you have an author supervising anime? If he's supervising anime, then we would not get any of those fillers. Is that what
No,
you're saying?
fillers sometimes are
No,
necessary when
no.
anime gets close to the manga. So fillers are necessary sometimes. We're not talking about that. We're talking about in
Like
terms of quality, in terms of following the manga. Like I said, there are certain scenes that the animators in anime
We'll just add.
they will just add that's just so unnecessary. The fight, Pain's fight with Naruto when Naruto went mini QB when he went the mini Nine Tails mode. That it was absolutely unnecessary. That fight was not that
Guys,
good.
I'll be back. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I need to go after.
Oh, okay. It was absolutely unnecessary.
What do you mean unnecessary? So I did more than.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
now it explains why the animation, the art style looks kind of off.
Yeah, it looked very off. That thing, all that you saw didn't happen. What it was I'll tell you what happened in the manga. As soon as the bones came out of
Naruto.
Naruto and cloaked him, he straight away dashed left, almost as if he teleported, dashed left and appeared on the right of Pain and tried to smack him. But Pain um, used almighty push to stop him, but it wouldn't work. It was pushing. He kept pushing forward. He pushed forward until he went literally. He smacked Pain. You know, Pain's almighty push is extremely strong because it's gravity. But Naruto, the Nine Tails was able to push through that and smack onto him, and that's after that. That's what happens in after all that craziness. That's what happens in the anime when
I'm
Hinata
back.
Hinata comes and all that palaver happens. I
I was
think
gonna
no
say
no no
something.
no no Hinata was before, but when what do you call it
The girl with the paper
no
thing.
when the Hokage, the fourth Hokage gets involved and you know represses the Nine Tails. What I'm trying to say is all of that fight scene with Pain jumping around, breaking things, it was not in the manga and it was unnecessary. Yes, I know it's for the flair, to make it more interesting, to make it more, you know, to make it more engaging. But if that's the case, then at the very least, follow the art style. That's not what Kishimoto would have done. Because that fight scene
Yeah.
was not choreographed. We know Naruto fight scenes are not mindless battles. Naruto fight scenes are choreographed. They're very
That's
strategic.
that's what I've been talking about ever since. That's what I've been talking about before. Because remember when I said when it got to Naruto Shippuden at the later half, it stopped being a ninja show altogether. Now
Yeah,
it's everybody's with shooting out powers and
yeah.
wavelength energies and whatnot. It's like what
Yeah,
part of
what
what?
part?
Huh?
What part?
The war
The
arc.
later half of Shippuden, it
What,
stopped
like the
being
war arc?
yes, it stopped being a ninja show altogether, literally.
It literally became whoever's got the strongest ability or the strongest power
Strongest
wins.
ability,
While
yeah.
in the first Naruto, remember what Kakashi said: if a ninja knows your ability, even if you're weak, he will learn how to beat you. So you can only use your ninja ability once or twice so that the enemy does not know your ninjutsu. Otherwise, they'll use it against you. And that's what happened to him.
Yeah, man, I can't.
Zabuza figured out, the whole Sharingan shtick, and then caught him on that prison, water prison.
Yeah, I think Naruto Part 1 is where the ninja essence was the most alive,
Yeah,
if I'm gonna be
Yes,
honest.
yes. Now I'll say this right now. Despite what went down in the Ninja War arc, I
Like,
think Naruto Part One beats everything in Shippuden
hands down.
hands down.
down from the fighting to the jutsus to the
Ju-
outfits to the OST.
And the
Especially
strategic
the
and
Everything was
outfit.
ninja.
Everything
Oh,
was
everything
so
was
yeah.
ninja.
Oh.
ninja.
And look
Yeah.
at the style of how they dress. Like everybody
That's
had
what
their
needs the
own
style
unique.
as
They're
well.
still
Everybody had their
ninjas, but
own.
their whole
Yeah.
unique way of dressing. Look at like Shikamaru. He have his headband on his shoulder. Naruto has his headband on his head. Hinata will have her
Minos with
headband.
hers around her waist.
It's like
Hinata's with hers around her neck.
her neck. It's so interesting.
Mm.
Naruto, Naruto.
Yeah,
Alright.
man.
Anyway, guys, we've reached the 1 hour threshold for the for the for the podcast. We're gonna have to. It was a good discussion. Maestro, absolutely top notch. That is a good discussion. We kind of deviated, but you definitely laid out what you needed to lay out, especially in terms of all the different studios that's out there. I only wish that the studios will stop taking so much project all at once, because not only is it not fair on the workers, but also it reduces the quality of the animation.
Yeah.
And
And I
nobody
don't
wants
want
a
and I
low quality.
and at the same time I don't want them to kill themselves over stuff like this. Like literally.
I can
Because
guarantee you, if people stopped supporting anime studios, like I'm talking about, stop buying their product, anime studios that take on so much project and put their workers through hell, I can guarantee you they would change the business module. They would change the way they treat their workers.
Mm.
But because money is still coming in, it's kind of like with all these crappy AAA games that are coming out right now. People are still buying them. That's why they're still making crappy AAA games. But when people stop buying it, stop, actually protest with their wallets, that's when they'll be like, oh crap, we gotta stop making games like this. We gotta make games that are more engaging and more fun, more entertaining. You know what I mean?
I saw a video. I saw a video. I don't know if it was a mapper worker. I'm just gonna assume. Saw a video of a mapper worker. You would have thought there was dark eyeshadow under his eyes. That's how tired he was. That's how tired he looked.
Oh my gosh.
Some of
Yes.
them even sleep at work. You know that.
I
Yes.
know that. I know that. I know that. It's not just anime, it's also game that as well.
Honestly, it's brutal.
But I think they could. I know who they could learn from actually. And don't quote me if I say this wrong. Nintendo. As far as I'm
What?
aware, Nintendo.
Yeah.
I could
No,
tell
you're right.
Nintendo's.
We haven't heard
Yeah,
anything when it comes to Nintendo,
Nintendo.
but we haven't heard
Yeah,
anything when it came to Sega either, or Square Enix.
yeah,
Nobody's complaining.
because they care about quality over quantity nowadays. It may not look like it to you but you know, from what we saw from Shadow Generations, that's quality. And I'm serious when I say this. And from Nintendo, well, Nintendo, actually, they have everything. Nintendo literally has everything.
All right, cool guys. I'm gonna end it here. Yeah. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining. Thank you for joining us. Oh, well, thank you for being in the stream. Oh my God, it's not a stream. Thank you for being in the Hangout. And yeah, it was a good discussion, guys. We're gonna continue next time, and then I don't know. We'll come up with a topic. We'll come up with a topic.
Yeah.
Next time us three should join together on my Yoshi's Island playthrough post commentary. How about that?
Maybe we will see. I'm not really a big fan of Yoshi's Island, though.
Well, we'll talk about it when we get there. Trust me.
Gotcha.
But it's a video that I need the two of you for.
Alright, coolio. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys, yeah? Take it easy.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.